Okay, so I want to do a quick video on these TRE e-lockers. The diagram that's in the manual is kind of confusing, and it looks like they had a combo harness for 2 lockers. Maybe when they made the directions, I'm not sure. But so anyway, when you buy 2 lockers, you'll end up with 2 harnesses like this. This is basically your electrical parts box. It's got the switch, a couple other pieces, but it's mostly wiring. And then your switch. So the harness comes wound up. It's got basically 2 ends. I've already installed this to show the colors. So you have your switch end with the female spades, and then you'll have basically your vehicle end with these 3 wires in the inline fuse right there. So basically with these 3 wires, you've got black. You just need to connect to a good vehicle ground. You've got the blue and the white. This one's optional. You don't have to hook this up, but this will go to like a marker light or a dash light for when your headlights are on, so the switches light up in the night. And then your red and yellow is your 12-volt source. And this wire is best to hook up to a switched connection, to where when your key is off, this is not getting power. You can technically hook this straight to the battery if you wanted, but if you were to bump the switch or forget to turn them off, that electromagnet inside will just stay on until your battery goes dead. And an electromagnet and a heating element are basically the same thing. And so that would be a pretty bad idea. I don't know that it would really do anything bad. I've tested them, and the electromagnets draw about 1 amp. So that's not much. It wouldn't be making much heat, but still, you know, you could risk drawing your battery dead or overheating the magnet or something. Could be a possibility, I don't know. So I highly recommend you hook it to a switch source. So that's that end. I made this quick, terrible little diagram. So this is the back of the switch. If you were to hold the switch and line it up to where the 3 prongs are on top, and you've got 2 on the bottom. So this end here, these are both, there's 2 black wires, so they will go here and here. And then the center one on the top is the yellow and red, or the red with the yellow stripe. And then the top one is your solid red wire, this guy here. And then the second one, or the one underneath, is blue and white. And that's the one that lights up the switch in the dark. I always leave these covers off until they're mounted, because once you snap the switch cover on, they're pretty hard to get them off without breaking them. You got to know what you're doing. They make a special tool. I've been able to do it with a pick, but I highly recommend you just leave the covers off. And then when you know, it comes with 2 covers, and they're labeled. One says front and one says rear, depending on what your switch is going to. But if you just gently slide it in a little ways and then click it, because I'm not sure which way faces up. I always have to test them out. I believe this is the top of the switch, but test it for yourself just to be sure. So that's pretty much it. So if you're watching this, if you were to screenshot this, to me, this makes it a lot easier. In the manual, there's some, I don't know, it's odd. It just doesn't match the harnesses that you get. Like I said, I think they set it up with a combo harness, and the way it looks, they probably made it to where you have to click the rear locker on first before you can use the front locker, which I don't like that. I'm a big boy, you know, I can figure out what locker I want to use. Sometimes you want to use only the front locker. So I really am glad they switched to the individual harnesses. To me, it's a better setup. So there you go. Hopefully this helps. Thanks for watching.